parade lap is about to happen. We're going to do a little bit different here today. Instead of getting all the kids up on the hill and doing all that kind of fun stuff, Sandy thought it would be an idea to put the three of us up here. And there's a reason why. I mean, first of all, we have Art Luck. We all know the reason why Luck is up here. He's the patriarch of Richmond BMX. He's been out here since 1998, and he outworks every single one of the volunteers that are here on any given day. Rob and I are here just because this event is basically the culmination of both of our efforts over the years. We first put on the first flat pedal Pro-Am in 2018. We had done Pro-Am events during state qualifiers before, and we had good turnouts, and it was fun and interesting. But it felt like we needed to do something different. We wanted to do something that stood out, made this an interesting event. And because we have such a flat hill and a long first straight, I thought, you know, we could really throw a wrench in it all and make the Pro-Am go on flat pedals. And so that all started in 2018. Pedaling Innovations was on with us as the title sponsor right from day one, wanting to do what we were interested in doing, and which was creating chaos in a Pro-Am race event as a show, as a spectacle for all of our regular participants here at Richmond BMX. So in that time, I had the idea. Rob has all the organizational skills and imagination and talent to really set it to the next level. It was Rob's idea to make this into a equal payout, men's and women's. We came up with a great pay structure that rewards the challenge the more the riders are signed up, and turn this into something that we could really be proud of and do every single year. And so the three of us, for better or worse, we're the reason why we're all here today. And I couldn't imagine a better place to be and to have better partners in putting together this event than these two guys right here. So we're going to do the parade lap ourselves here today. And we're going to kick this all off. And we want to thank you all for coming. Oh, hold on. I got a quick announcement. Bart Taylor wants to say something. And anytime Bart Taylor wants to say something, you let Bart Taylor say something.
Thank you, buddy. I know that we come out and ride a lot, and what we don't usually pay attention to is when someone's kids crash, and all the volunteers, and we have a lot of people who are out here, or nurses and medics, and give a hand. We had a rider go down real bad, and everyone took care of him. Sandy drove him to the hospital, waited till his family showed up, and as Vega team, we appreciate that more than you'll know. We are donating $100 to the track to help with all their medical stuff. But also we would like to ask if everyone could pitch in just a little bit, $1, anything, so we have a little more medical care and equipment here in case it's one of our kids. Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate you. Love you, man.
Love you, dude. Thanks, Bart. Hey, give it up for Bart Taylor. We'll take all of your donations. We will use this money to replenish and buy new medical equipment. We always have a medic bag here. So this goes a long way in making sure that we've got all the equipment that we need to take care of kids if they do take a spill. And we've got you taken care of. And, maybe we can buy you some dinner, too. But, yeah, thanks, Bart. We love you, dude. You can take your donations there at the registration at any time. Rob. I'm supposed to say, everybody please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Round number 1, the women's flat pedal pro-am here at Richmond BMX. Out of gate number 4, doing it for the hooligan crew, Lorna Wiley. Out of gate number 2, for Velocity Bike Company, Mary Francis. In gate number 7 for Rocket Racing, Katie Grambo. Out of lane number 5, Mila Kelly. A 4-time podium finisher, Mila Kelly. And out of lane number 3, Payton Ridenour. Hardesty National BMX team. Gate is down. The first straight is so critical in the flat pedal pro-am. There is no free speed here today out of turn number 1. What time is it? It's Ridenour. Ridenour out on the 1 spot. It's going to be the 14 bike of Kelly on the 2. Freckles is in the 3rd spot as they turn around the Geo turn for home, but it is all Ridenour out front. Ridenour, good night. First round win. Ridenour with the win. It's going to be Kelly on the 2. Lorna Wiley in the 3. Mary Francis in that 4. And Katie Grambo on the 5. Second rack of women's flat pedal pro-am. Nathandra Huggins and the Vega crew out of lane number 1. Beth Van Dusen for Van Gogh Racing out of lane 8. Carly Kane, Huffy BMX, and your 2-time defending champion, Elida Beeman, just blew the transmission down the first straightaway. Oh, Nelly, flat pedals, show me the way out of turn number 1. That's a pretty sweet bike. Is that a Huffy? Down the 3rd straightaway, Kane out on the 1. Mama Hugs in the 2. But here comes the 2-time defending champion, Beeman on the 3. Looking for some low points. Beeman's going to get the gears back in 2nd place. It's going to be Carly Kane for the win. Mama Hugs in on the 3. And Van Dusen on the 4. First rack of men's 14 and over flat pedal pro-am. Huggins, Rumberg, Dawson, Monolith, and Samula. We got Rumberg in lane 3. We've got Nikki D in lane 1. We've got Tyree in lane 5. Samula in 6. Here we go, first round, men's flat pedal pro-am. Gate is down, black ground colors on the inside pull. That's the TO that goes real fast. Going to be Nikki Dawson with the advantage down the 2nd straightaway. T-Rex! Huggins in on the 2. CJ Garrett. Rumberg. That's CJ Rumberg, not Garrett, on the 3. So that's going to be Tyree on the 2. Garrett on the 3. Down the final straightaway. Nikki D picking up some early low points there on the 1. It's going to be Moneth J-Dub in there for the 4. Nick Samula for the 5. Moto 6A in the gate. Fisher, Cardwell, Condone, Driggs, and Staztski. Black ground colors. It's same as the first round, but this one's going to be Staztski out front on the 1. Staztski on the 1. Going to be the 14 bike in the 2nd position. Coming around, turn 2, Geo turn to the last straightaway. Staztski out on the 1. Staztski got the wrong number on the 14. Who was that? Cardwell. That was Cardwell on the 2. Thank you. Van Dusen, Bucardo, Huggins, Garcia, and Clark. Couple of former champs here in the first rack, down the first straightaway. Oh, Shibby with the first straight pull. He's going to bring him out of turn number 1. Going to be Bucardo out on the 1 spot. Here comes the 909 and the 93. Clark in the 2. Going to be Ruben, former champ, on the 3. Oh, foot! We got our first foot down in the last turn. Down on last straightaway. Boogie going to hang on to it. Clark going to secure the 2 after the impromptu foot down in turn number 3. Bucardo's taking the round win. Going to be Huggins and Van Dusen, 4 and 5. Next rack of the 14 and over. Flat pedal, Pro-Am, Samula, Ciso, Fooster, Barry, and Owens. Woo, turn 1 action. I see the turbo booster, Justin Fooster, in the 2nd spot, but I got a Gold Cup plate of 3 out front on the 1. Not sure who that is. 973. That's Yogeville in the 3 spot. That's going to be Owens out front on the 1. Took me a minute to find the number. Owens going to take the win. Going to be Fooster in on the 2. Going to be Ciso. Woo, Lorna Wiley just took a 3rd place in the flat pedal Pro-Am round number 1. She's looking to take these riders down the first straightaway. Wiley, Huggins, and Tula Smith coming around the Brickyard down the 2nd straightaway. The Hooligan colors got it on cruise control. Energy conservation is the name of the game here today. Out front, Lorna with the advantage. Going to be Tula Smith in on the 2. Tanae Huggins. Sonic on the 3 as they turn for home. Down the last straightaway. Lorna Wiley going to get the first round win. Going to be Tula Smith in on the 2. Going to be Huggins for the 3. Next rack in the gate, 21 to 30, ladies cruisers, Francis, Van Dusen, Shelton, and Craig. Gate slabs down, motor number 10. Down the hill we go. Movie star out front. Shelton going to get the whole shot, bringing him around turn number 1. Shelton on the getaway down the 2nd straightaway. Hooligan colors going to bring him at me down the 2nd straightaway. Van Dusen, Craig, and Francis all giving chase. Mary Francis in that 2 spot as they come around turn number 2. Going to be Mama Bear, Van Dusen in on the 3. And Andrea Craig, I think the best BMXer in the group, on the 4 spot. Down the last straightaway, going to be Shelton with the round win. It's going to be Mary Francis in for the 2. Van Dusen on the 3. Andrea Craig in for the 4, 21 to 30 women's cruisers. 9 cruisers in the gate. Motor number 11, Hackett, Pritt, and Pagic. Gate is down for straightaway action. 3 riders. They are legit total points racing here today. Moto number 11, Hackett, Pritt, and Pagic. Coming at me down the 2nd straightaway. Fat Daddy colors out front. Slider rider Pritt on the getaway. He's out front on the 1. Going to be the 33 bike. The Daredevil Remy Pagic in the 2nd position. Jumping Jack Hack on the 3 as they roll into turn number 3. Down the last straightaway. It is all Slider rider. Pritt going to take the round win here today in round number 1. Pagic going to come in on that 2nd place, and jumping Jax Hackett in on the 3. 12 is the motor number. 12-year-old cruisers is the class. Oglopchik, Martin, Huggins, Staley, and Jones. Down the first straightaway we go. Looking for daylight out front. Gonna be the Ninja. Logic gonna bring him out of turn number 1, but here comes the Grasshopper on the second straightaway. Oh, the Ninja shows the Grasshopper. He's got some hops. Out of turn 2, Bradley Martin in on the 3 spot as they come around turn number 2. Into the final turn, but it's all the Ninja out front. Daylight Colors going to bring it home here in the first round. Going to be Dylan in on the win for the round 1. Going to be Zio Huggins in on the 2. Radley Martin on the 3. Going to go Staley and Jones 4 and 5. Moto number 13, 15-year-old cruisers on the track. Here we go. John Francis, Tyree Huggins, Nick Samula, and Hot Sauce Christian Rowe back on the BMX track. He's got a BMX-like bike. We'll give him credit for it. It's on the BMX track, so it is a BMX bike. Out of turn number 2, John Francis leading the way as we go into turn number 2. No, that's going to be Samula out front. Samula's on the 2. Here comes Tyree on the 3. At the line, I got it all wrong here, but I got it right. Francis on the 1, Samula in for the 2, Huggins on the 3, Hot Sauce Rowe on the 4. 17 to 20-year-old cruisers on the track. Motor number 14, it is going to be Samula, Francis, and Rumberg. Out of turn 1, Squeaks. Out front on the 1, CJ Rumberg getting it done. Out of turn 2. Tommy Francis in the second position. Going to be Samula in on the 3, but this one's all Rumberg right here. Down the last straightaway, CJ Rumberg going to get the win here in the first round. Going to be Francis on the 2 and Samula on the 3. Good grief, look at this one. Beasley, Taylor, Luck, Smith, Huggins, Buchanan, and Mertens. Into turn number 1 we go. What is happening here down the second straightaway? Out front, it's the 28 machine. Woody, go, 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 Smith. That dude came all the way from California to be here for the Flat Pedal Pro-Am. You know he's getting his money worth. He's out front. He's beating Bart Taylor and Popeye down the last straightaway. Woody's going to get the round win. Taylor's going to get the 2. Going to be the Taylor for the 2. It's going to be Mertens in there for the 3. Looks like Buchanan there for the 4. Look at that. You know it's the 500 novice class when the parents are yelling before the gate drops. Look straight. Stop looking around. 500 novices on the track. Colt King, Jensen Hackett, Oliver Fordoff, and Wallace Whitcomb out of the Brickyard we go. Second straightaway racing action. Little Tykes on the little bikes. They're going to go side by side down the second straightaway. The 160 bike out front. That's Oliver out front. He's got the 104 in tow. The birthday boy, Cole Hackett, on the second position. Colt King is getting all the momentum he can out of turn number 2. Whitcomb is in that third spot as they come around the Geo turn and down the last straightaway. It's all Fordoff. Oh, he's popping wheelies. Check him out getting rad down the last straightaway. Oliver's got all of it. He's going to get the round win. Going to be the birthday boy, Cole Hackett, in for the 2. Whitcomb and Colt King, 3 and 4. Motor number 17 in the gate, 10-year-old novices. Thayer, Thurston, Lemon, Bargloff, and Good Times Burton. First straightaway race in action. Everybody's vying for lines on the inside. Oh, got rocket colors on the inside. That's going to be Lemon. Can he hang on to it? He's got a challenge down the second straightaway. It's Lemon out front on the one spot. The 396 bike. That's Burton on the two. Thayer sliding into that three spot. Bent there on the threes. They roll through the section. The 544 bike of Max Thurston getting red on the BMX track in the 5 spot. Down the last straightaway. It's all Lemon. Lemon, he's got company. Here comes Burton. Lemon's going to hang on for the win. Going to be Burton for the 2. Going to be Thayer, Bargloff, and Max Thurston. 10-year-old novices. Motor number 18 locked and loaded in the gate. 14-year-old novices. Gate is down. 14 novices on the track. Got 4 on the sheet. Got 3 on the track. It's still a BMX race. Banks, Litton, Green, and Ardent. Second straightaway action. Going to be the 13 bike out front. Bina Litton on the charge. It's going to be the 517 and the 907. Tyler and Maddox looking for Malcolm out there. Didn't find him here for the first round. Maybe we'll find him for the second round. Down the last straightaway, Bina out there with the fellas. Going to get the round win. Going to be Tyler Banks coming across for the 2. Going to be Maddox Green on the 3. Moto number 19, 70 to 20-year-old novices. Kersey Lee, Barry, Van Dusen, Litton, Samula, and Green. Turn 1 action. Samula out front. Going to bring him down the second straightaway. Going to be Samula on the 1, the 524. Brian Green on the 2. Going to bring his teammate Road Rash Litton on the 3. Oh, man, they're trading paint for the last 2 spots between Barry and Litton and Kersey Lee. Out of the final turn, it is all Samula going to take the round win. Going to be Green for the 2. Litton on the 3. Look like Van Dusen on the 4. Kersey Lee and Barry going to go 5 and 6. Moto 20 in the gate. 56 and over novices. It's a group full of bad decisions. Down the first straightaway, moto number 20 on the track. Taylor, Buchanan, Antonov, and Samula. Oh, the Snow Dog. Andrew Samula is going to bring him down the second straightaway in the first spot. Going to be the 221 of Buchanan in the 2, the 102 on the 3. That's Taylor. Antonov on the 4, giving chase as they go through the section, single file, orderly fashion for you gentlemen. Down the last straightaway, Samula going to lock in the first round win. Going to be Buchanan picking up that second spot. Taylor in for the 3, and Antonov on the 4. 21 is the moto number. 6-year-old intermediates in the gate. Finley, Pagic, and Doggett. Downhill we go. First straightaway race in action. Got the Misfits on the getaway. Magic Pagic is going to bring them in to turn number 1. Got the ghost colors of Asher Doggett in that 2 spot. Big G Finley on the 3, but it's all Pagic bringing them down the second straightaway. But don't look now. He got company. Company coming in a hurry on the turn down. Down the third straightaway we go. Asher Doggett going to take over the lead into the final turn. The Ghost team goes crazy. Down the last straightaway, Doggett bringing him to the heat. He's going to take it to the line. Doggett's going to take the win. Pagic now under fire from Finley. He's going to hang on for the 2. Finley going to come across on the 3. Moto 22 in the gate, 7-year-old intermediates. Wow, Weatherspoon and Hackett. First straight battles. Here we go. Mono, mono. Going to be Hackett on the inside line. Going to be Waugh on the outside line. Inside line is going to win This time around, down the second straightaway. Oh, airing it out over the step up. Here comes jumping Jack Hack out front on the 1. Oh, Riley had to take a moment to reset the pedals on the 2 spot. Titus getting it round up through the turn 2 in the rhythm section, but it is all Hackett. Jumping Jack Hackett down the last straightaway. He's going to pick up the round win. Red Riley Wall in there for the 2. Witherspoon on the 3. Moto number 23, 9-year-old intermediates. Clark, Antonov, Martin, Finley, Pagic, and Witherspoon. Once again, pros round 2, 135 in 14 minutes. Second straightaway out front. Oh, the 27 bike is gone. Pagic checked out. Got the 108 on the 2. Got Ghost Colors. The Freakachu on the 3 spot, but he's got company. Everybody chasing after his spot, but down the last straightaway, it's all misfits. Out front. Whoa, he's got the skills to pay the bills. Daredevil. Shoo! Gonna take the win. Gonna be Antonov on the 3. Look like Martin gave it up there at the line to Clark, I think that was. We'll go to the scorers for the official result there. Moto number 24, 11-year-old intermediates. Van Dusen, Jones, and Pritt. Turn 1 action, sprinkle, 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 dibble, 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 dop, dop, dop. The raindrops come, but we keep racing down the second straightaway. We roll. 3 riders, 34 machine out front. That's pretty going to be the 88 bike. John Luke, the Rooster, on the 2. Big Ben Van Dusen on the 3 spot as they roll around turn number 3. The Geo turn down the last straightaway. It's the slider rider. Pritt going to take the round win here today. The Rooster in on the 2. Going to be Big Ben Van Dusen for the 3. Moto number 25. Down the hill we go. 13-year-old intermediates. Parfit, Twitty, Staley, and Martin. Turn 1. Oh, got the hooligans out front. Going to be Parfit. Parfit's going to bring him down the second straightaway. Everybody else chasing after him, looking for positions. The 111 bike, Twitty into the 2 spot. Going to be the skiddy digit of Ryder Staley in the 3. Red Martin on the 4. Rolling through the section into the Geo turn down to the last straightaway. It's all Parfit. Down the last straightaway to the line, the Hooligans crew, and Parfit going to bring it across the line for the win. Parfit, Twitty, Staley, and Martin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Motor number 26, 17 to 20-year-old intermediates. Fisher, Shelton, Poffenbarger, and Dyer. Getting ready to make a trip to the other side of the planet. Shelton out front on the 1, getting ready to go to the world event. BMX races down south, but it is all Shelton out front on the 1. Dyer slide into that 3 spot. Going to be Poffenbarger in on that 2, on the 4 down the final straightaway. Shelton on the 1. Fisher, Poffenbarger, and Dyer and Poffenbarger 3 and 4. My finishes are for entertainment purposes only. They are not the official race results. Yada, yada, yada. I get it wrong half the time. The other half, I'm 50% right. Van Dusen, Williams, Craig, and Beasley. Well, there's a mixed match moto for you right there. Down the second straightaway, we're rolling. Lembike out front. Bubs, Van Dusen out on the 1 spot. Les Booger on the second straightaway. Pork Chop in there for the 3. Andre and Craig, best looking bike in the class, on the 4 spot. Down the last straightaway, going to be Van Dusen taking the round win. Le Jefe in there for the 2. Going to be the Pork Chop on the 3. And Andrea Craig in there for the 4. Motor number 28, 12-year-old experts. Locked and loaded in the gate. Oklopchik, Castro, and Castro for all of your legal needs down the first straightaway. Into turn number one. Oh, the Ninja's going to get the whole shot, but he's got a couple of Castros chasing after him. Down the second straightaway into turn number two. The 21 bike going to be Valentino Castro in the two. Matthias Castro on the three. But this one's all the Ninja, the Iceman, and the Sandman. Going to go 1, 2, and 3 here in the first round. Dylan taking that first round win. Valentino and Matthias, 2 and 3. 29 is your moto number. 13-year-old experts in the gate. Smith, Owens, Gardner, and Heeple for the people. First straightaway race in action. Richmond BMX colors out front. Going to be Heeple. Scroll! Out front on the one. Going to be Donovan leading the way into turn number 2. The 45 machine. That's Smith in the second position. The 21 bike. Captain Snacks. That's my kind of nickname right there. Snacks on the 2. On the 3. And Gavin taking a Sunday stroll through turn number 4 on the 4. But this one's all going to be the squirrel. Donovan Heeple. On the 1, Smith, Owens, and Gardner. 2, 3, and 4. Look at that. I can count to 4. I can count to 4. If you know it, you know it. Witherspoon, Smith, and Francis. Locked and loaded. Motor number 30, 15-year-old experts locked and loaded in the gate. Gate is down. First straightaway action. John Francis. Henry, the Beast Smith. Elijah Witherspoon. Turn 1. Oh, Witherspoon powers BMX colors. Going to take over the 2 spot with that little move in turn number 2. He's got the skills to go fast and get rad out of turn number 2. Witherspoon in the second position. John Francis and the Beast 1 and 3 out of the final turn down the last straightaway. 30 bike. That's going to be the Beast out front. Witherspoon in there for the 2. John Francis on the 3. I could be completely wrong. Again, I'm here for entertainment purposes only. I am not an official scorer. Moto number 31, 41 to 46 to 50-year-old experts. Huggins, Witherspoon, and Allen. First straightaway action. Couple of Vega riders looking for the whole shot over the PBS colors of the Rev. Joshua Witherspoon down a second straightaway. Oh, Huggy Bear out front doing all the pedal manuals in all the wrong places. Somehow keeps it together. Through the third straight, we're rolling. Huggy Bear out front on the 1. Disco Dave Allen in the second position down the last straightaway. The Rev in the 3 to the line. Going to be Huggy Bear for the win. Allen Witherspoon. Moto number 32. That did not go how somebody planned it, apparently. Down the first straightaway we go. Last rack of the first round, 51 to 55-year-old experts. Higgins, Mertens, Heeple for the people out front. Look at Heeple. He's kicking ass in the expert class out of turn 2. Down the third straightaway. Higgins in the second second spot. Going to be Mertens on the 3. Down the last straightaway. Heeple's going to get the round win. Going to be Higgins in for the 2. Going to be Mertens on the 3. That'll do it for round number 1. Look at that. That actually works out pretty well. Pros going to kick off round number 2. We're going to start at in 5 minutes with the pros here in 5 minutes. Plus or minus. We'll get the scores all situated and start with round 2. Second round, ladies, flat pedal pro-am. Wiley, Grambo, Kane, Beeman, Kelly. Woo, stack. Second round underway. Here we are, flat pedal pro-am. Round number 2. Low points are the key here today. secure that gate selection down the second straightaway. Kane out front. Going to be down the run. Beeman in the second position. There goes Mila Kelly in the 3. Lorna Wiley Freckles in the transfer spot on the 4 spot. Down the last straightaway we go. Going fast on the Huffy. Carly Kane's going to get the round win. Going to be Beeman in for the 2. Mila Kelly on the 3. Going to be Lorna Wiley on the 4. And Caddy Grambo on the 5 in the second round. Second rack of women's Pro-Am. Huggins, Francis, Van Dusen, Ridenour. Gate is down. Here we go. First straightaway action. Chase on the early hole shot. Payton Ridenour going to take the hole shot out of turn number 1. Going to be Ridenour down the second straightaway. Mama Hugs in there for the 2. Come on now. Mama Hugs on the second spot. Going to be the 10 bike. In the third position, the 18 on the 4 of Van Dusen. Mary Francis in that third spot. We'll get the number plates all sorted out. Down the last straightaway, Payton Ridenour. It's a riding hour. Ridenour going to get the round win. Going to be Huggins in for the 2. Francis and Van Dusen. Second rack in the men's. Huggins, Rumberg, Dawson. Oh, no, I got the wrong sheet. Ciso, Rumberg, Van Dusen, Staztski, and Owens. Down the hill we go. Black Crown Army got the hole shot down the first straightaway. Oh, buddy. Staztski going to bring him out of turn number 1 down the second straightaway. Going to be that Gold Cup 3. I figured it out last time. That's Owens in on the 2. Going to be Van Dusen, Rumberg, and Ciso giving chase 3s, 4s, and 5s. Ciso with the advantage down the last straightaway for that 3 spot over Rumberg. But it's going to be Staztski in there for the win. Owens on the 2. Ciso and Rumberg. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fooster, Clark, Condon, Smula. And your 2013 champion, Ruben Garcia. First straightaway action. Here we go. Garcia's going to bring him into the Brickyard and out down the second straightaway. Ruben out front on the 1 spot. The 909 in there for the 2. That's going to be Fooster in on the 3. And Condon on the 4. But it is all Garcia. Garcia with the advantage down the last straightaway. He's going to take the round win. Going to be Garcia. Going to be Clark, Fooster, and Condon on the 4. Next rack for the 14 and over flat pedal Pro-Am. J-Dub, Barry, Higgins, Fisher, and the fastest TO, Nikki Dawson out of turn number 1. Dawson going to get the whole shot, going to bring him down the second straightaway. Oh, Higgins in a battle for that 2 spot. He's got Monolith on the outside in the 3. Higgins in that 3 spot. It's going to be Barry sliding into that 4. But it is all Nikki D out front. 7 times here at the Flat Pedal Pro-Am. Pretty much just about every single time we've been here, he's been here. Nicky Dawson's making it worth his time. He's going to take the round win. The BM Mexican Higgins in for the 2. J-Dub on the 3. Barry Fisher. Bucardo, Hug, Samula, Cardwell, Drix, and Huggins. First straightaway, we're going on turn 1, second straight, out front. 14 bike, going to lead the way. Going to be Bucardo in there for the 2. Cardwell, Bucardo, 1 and 2. Huggins trying to take a look on the inside of Drix down the third straightaway. Huggins going to move up to the 3 spot there in round number 2. So it's going to be Cardwell, Bucardo, Huggins, 1, 2, and 3.
You want to stretch the other ones too, or you primarily the pro races?
Yeah, we'll do round number 2 and starting at about 5 minutes. We'll give it a few more minute break. We'll do round number 2 starting at about 5 minutes. Pros, you just finished at 140. We're going to do 210, 215 for the third round. All right, scorers look like they're ready to go. Rest of our volunteers getting into position. We're ready to go for round number 2. 15-16 girls cruisers. Moto number 9 locked and loaded in the gate. Wiley, Huggins, Smith. Gate is down. Oh, Lorna feeling frisky down the first straightaway. Lorna's going to bring him down into turn number 1. Going to be Tula Smith and Sonic Tanae Huggins, 2 and 3. All Wiley down the second straightaway. Lorna out front on the 1. Tula Smith taking a look on the inside. Tanae Huggins is like, what are you talking about, wet turn, man? I'm just going to rip it around turn 2. Down into the third and final turn down the last straightaway. Lorna Wiley looking for round number 2 win. Going to be Tula Smith in on the 2. Huggins in for the 3. Moto number 10 locked and loaded in the gate, 21-30 ladies cruisers. Francis Van Dusen, Shelton, and Craig. Gate is down. Second straightaway, second round racing, first straightaway. You know, 1s and 2s down at first straightaway. Hooligans out front. That's going to be Jillian Shelton taking the whole shot out of turn number 1. Shelton leading the way. Francis in on the 2. Mama Bear Van Dusen on the 3. And Andre Craig in the 4th spot, turning around turn 2. Because they turn around the turns, right? They don't go straight on the turns. You go straight on the straightaways, and you turn around the turns. So I'm here for that kind of helpful. Shelton with the win. Francis Van Dusen. Craig. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, you guys get all, yeah, behind the white line. Behind the white line. The white line, where your tire is. That white line, that goes across. Behind it. Keep going. Beep, beep, beep. Yep, off the concrete. There you go. All right. First day. Moto 11 9-year-old cruisers locked and loaded in the gate with only 3 riders, not 8. Hackett, Pritt, and Pagic. Gate is down. Oh, man. Fat Daddy Colors on the gas early. Slider rider. It's going to be rider Pritt. Looking for the whole shot here in round number 2. Pritt's going to bring him around the Brickyard down the second straightaway. Pritt out front on the 1. The Daredevil. Pagic in on the 2. Jumping Jack Hackett on the 3. Around turn 2 through the section. We're rolling. It is all the Slider rider. Out of Southern Maryland BMX. So Maryland BMX. Down the last straightaway. Pritt going to get the round win. Going to be the Daredevil, Remy Pagic, in on the 2. Jumping Jax Hackett in for the 3. Motor number 12, 12-year-old cruisers locked and loaded in the gate. Ock, Lopchick, Martin, Huggins, Staley, and Jones. Ooh, first straightaway action. The Grasshoppers looking a little frisky. The Grasshopper's going to get the whole shot out of turn number 1. Down the second straightaway. Dylan says, I got hops too, man. Check me out. I got hops. I'm going to go around the long way, around the outside. Dylan out of the lead. The Grasshopper back to the 2. Radley under pressure on the 3 spot from Ryder Staley on the 4. And the Rooster Jones is in the 5th spot. Down the last straightaway. Dylan gets it going. He's going to get the round win. It's going to be Huggins, the Grasshopper on 2. Oh, there goes Ryder Staley sliding by. Radley Martin for the 3. Martin back to the 4. Going to be Jones on the 5. Gate is down. 2nd round. Cruiser racing. 15-year-olds on the track. Francis, Huggins, Samula, and Rowe. Oh, Samula taking a look on the inside of the T-Rex. Woo! Huggins riding in that 2 spot. Francis out front on the 1. Huggins in on the 2. Samula hanging in on that 3 spot. Hot Sauce Row in on the 4. Down the last straightaway. Huggins now going to put on the pressure. He's going to go around for the on the 1. Oh, there goes my microphone. Huggins for the 1. Francis for the 2. Samula and Hot Sauce Row on the 4. 17 to 20-year-old cruisers now on the track. Samula, Francis, and the Dot. I don't know what I'm supposed to make of that nickname there, CJ. It's just a period. The Dot, decimal point. We're going to call you Decimal Point. He's decimals. Because he's like fractions. I don't know. I don't know. There's something funny in there. We'll figure that out. It'll come to me like on the ride home tomorrow. Down the last straightaway, CJ Rumberg going to get the round win here in the 2nd round. Going to be Tommy Francis in there for the 2. Samula, no catch fence needed this round, in there for the 3. Moto 15 locked and loaded in the gate. Oh my goodness. 7 riders. Beasley, Taylor, Luck, Smith, Higgins, not Huggins, Buchanan, and Mertens. Gaggle of Fraggles down the first straightaway into turn number 1. Bart Taylor's going to follow the West Coast dude around turn 1. It's Woody, go, go, go. Smith, go, go, Gadget. Out front on the 1. Bart Taylor on the 2. There goes Mertens into that 3 spot. Sliding Buchanan back to the 4. Pork Chop in there on the 5 spot. It is all the West Coaster coming all the way over to the East Coast to show everybody how to go fast on the BMX track. Woody's going to get the round win. It's going to be Taylor in there for the 2. Mertens, Buchanan, and Beasley. 2, 3, 4, and 5, something like that. Moto 16 in the gate, the 5 and under novices. Look straight. Don't look at me. Oh, love it. Heavy on the under in this one. We got a 5-year-old and 4 4-year-olds. Down the first straightaway we go with the little tykes on the little bikes. First straightaway action, popping wheelies all the way down the first straightaway. That's going to be Oliver Fornoff. He's going to take the advantage. He's got the whole shot down the second straightaway. It's Oliver out front, and that looks like Cole, the birthday boy, in that second position. Popping wheelies every chance you can get. Of course, it's BMX, man. What do you want? Third straightaway action. Oliver still popping wheelies, still leading the way. Here comes Cole. He's like, hey, man, it's my birthday. I want to win a lap. Out of the last turn, it's Oliver. It's Jensen, 1 and 2. Cole giving chase. Here comes Wallace coming to the line. Going to be Oliver. He's going to get the second round win. Cole Hackett. It's Colt's birthday. How did I get that wrong? It's Colt's birthday, not Cole's birthday. Y'all got this messed up.
There's too many people in that gate.
Whoa, hold on. We got too many in the gate.
Oh, wait, no, we don't.
No, we don't. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I was looking at the next moto. My fault. Sorry. You're good.
It's Colt's birthday, not Cole's birthday.
Cole was 2 weeks ago.
Cole. See, it's just Cole. It's all together. I get so confused. I tried. I really did. Moto 17 is in the gate. 10-year-old novices. Thayer, Thurston, Lemon, Barglaw, Burton. Gate is down first straightaway action. Oh, they are 4 wide down the first straightaway. Something's going to have to get pay off. It's going to be Lemon. He's going to get the whole. Here comes Good Times Burton. Good Times Burton is going to be good times unless you're in first place. Down the second straightaway, Burton on the second spot. Going to be Thayer in that 3 spot. He's looking for somewhere to go. The road's blocked up as they go through the section into the final turn. Lemon with the advantage. Burton, he's going to go high. He's getting stuck on the outside. Here comes Thayer. Ben Thayer's going to get it wound up. There goes Lemon. Lemon's going to get checked out. He's going to take the round win. Thayer's going to ride around for the 2 spot. Going to slide Burton back to the 3. Going to be Bargaloff and Thurston on the 4 and 5. But Lou Lemon is a second win in as many rounds. Woo-wee. Motor number 18 in the gate. 14-year-old novices. Banks, Litton, Green, and Malcolm. Oh, we found Malcolm. He's in the gate, ready to go down the first straightaway. Bina got the advantage. Going to take him down the first straightaway. Bina, the power horse. Litton on 2 wheels. Going to bring out a whole shot out of turn 1. Second straightaway action. Everybody trying to find an open path down the second straightaway. 517 bike of Tyler Banks in on the 2. There goes the 546 of Malcolm on the 3 spot. Mag Screen sliding back to the 4 through the section into the final turn. Going to be Litton out of the Geo turn down the last straightaway. Litton out front on the getaway. Litton going to take the win. Going to be Banks in there for the 2. Going to be Malcolm picking up that 3 after missing the first round. Green back there on the 4. Litton with the win. Motor number 19, 17 to 20-year-old novices. Kersey Lee, Barry, Van Dusen, Litton, Samula, and Green. Down the first straightaway we go. Looks like Samula out front on the 1. Brian Green, new Richmond BMX team member on the 2 spot. He's going to bring the other Richmond BMX rider of Litton in with him on the 3. Around turn 2, Van Dusen on that 4 spot. It's going to be Barry, Kersey Lee, and Barry 4 and 5 and 6. 5 and 6 that would be, because there's riders out there. At the line, Samula's going to get the round win. Going to be Green then there for the 2. Litton on the 3. Ooh, tight battle for the 4. Van Dusen, Kersey Lee. Photo finish on the 4 and 5. Going to be Barry in there for the 6. Moto number 20, Taylor, Buchanan, Antonov, and Samula. 7 minutes till round 3 for the Pro-Am. 7 minutes till round 3 for the Pro-Am. Taylor, Buchanan, Antonov, and Samula back at me down the second straightaway. He's going to be the 821 bike out front. For 140, Samula in there for the 2. Buchanan out on the 1. Samula on his bag tire. Down the last straightaway. Andy Samula. Slingshot engaged. Samula is going to get the round win. Buchanan was like, what the heck just happened? On the 2. Taylor for the 3. Antonov in on the 4. 6-year-old intermediates. Motor number 21. Finley, Pagic, Doggett. Gate is down. Here we are. First straightaway action. Second round racing. Doggett, Asher Doggett, Jax Pagic, and Grayson Finley. 3 riders. Total points racing. Oh, got the ghost colors on that inside line. Going to be Asher Doggett looking for the whole shot. He's going to bring Magic Pagic along with him. Big G Finley in the mix on the 3. Second straightaway into turn 2 we go. The 144 bike. That's going to be Grace. That's going to be Grayson up to the 2 spot. Pagic sliding back to the 3, but it's all Doggett out front. Doggett out of the final turn. Asher bringing him down the last straightaway to the finish line. Here comes Asher. Woo. Getting it wound up here down the last straightaway is Finley. Not going to be enough, though. He's going to settle for the 2. Going to be Pagic in there for the 3 with Asher taking the round win here in round number 2. 5 minutes pros round 3. 5 minutes pros round 3. Gate starter, we're going to stop at after Moto 27. After Moto 27, we're going to stop right there before 12X and do round 3 of the Pro-Am. Moto number 22 on the track, 7-year-old intermediates. Wow, Weatherspoon and Hackett. Second straightaway action. Oh, they're side by side. Little Asher Doggett on the inside line. Got the skinny digit wound up and rolling. Hackett on the getaway. Here's Riley Waugh in his back pocket. Titus Weatherspoon out with the big boys today down the last straightaway. Coming to the line. Jumping jacks. Hackett going to get the second round win. Going to be Riley Waugh in there for the 2. Titus Weatherspoon. And for the 3. Moto 23 locked and loaded in the gate. 9-year-old intermediates. Clark, Antonov, Martin, Finley, Pagic, Weatherspoon. Gate is down. Oh man, look at the pop out of the Freakachu out of the gate. But then here comes Pagic charging back around. Pagic gonna get the advantage. It is Griff into the second spot. Antonov on that 3. A gaggle of Fraggles all behind him. The 108 bike in the 3rd spot trying to make a move. That's the little elf of Antonov. He's going to get side by side with the Freakachu. Antonov around the outside. The Freakachu has the brake check down the last straightaway. It's all Pagic. Pagic's got the skills to pay the bills. He's going to take the round win. Going to be Antonov on the 2. Hanging on for the 3 is going to be Freakachu. Griff on the 3. Antonov in that 2 spot. Pagic taking the second round win. Motor number 24, 11-year-old intermediates, Van Dusen, Jones, and Pritt. Second round, total points, racing action. Pritt took the first round win. He's got the whole shot out of turn 1. Bringing him down the second straightaway. Pritt out front on the 1. Ghost Colors. The Rooster in there for the 2, the 78 bike. Big Ben Van Dusen on the 3. Through the section around the Geo turn for home. It is all the Slider Rider here in the second round. Ryder Pritt going to take the second round win. Going to be John Luke Jones in there for the 2. Van Dusen in there for the 3. Parfit, Twitty, Staley, and Martin. Gates down. Oh, Parfit got that first pedal pull down the first straightaway. He's going to bring the whole group into turn number 1. Gonna be Parfit sliding up high. Radley Martin taking a peek on the inside. Staley right in the mix on the 3 spot around turn 2. Twitty in that second spot. It's all Parfit out front. Twitty to the 2. Battle onto the 3. There goes Martin. Oh, side by side around the Geo turn down the last straightaway. Martin and Staley gonna duke it out. The first 2 are settled out at the line. Whoa! I think Staley may have just edged him out. We'll go to the scores for the official result. But woo! What a finish. 3rd and 4th. Who cares? First place might as well be. Motor number 26, 17 to 20-year-old intermediates. Fisher, Shelton, Poffenbarger, and Dyer. Jillian Shelton around turn 1, down the second straightaway. Shelton with the advantage into turn 2. Going to be the 46 bike Fisher in on that 2 spot. David Dyer out there on the 3. Going to be Poffenbarger on the 4, but it's all Shelton. Down the last straightaway, Shelton looking for 2 wins on the day. Going to go Shelton for the round win. Going to be Fisher, Dyer, and the Poff. Last rack of the intermediates, and we're going to go to the 3rd round of the Pro-Am. 3rd round of the Pro-Am starting next round after this moto. Moto number 27, 46 to 50-year-old intermediates. Van Dusen, Williams, Craig, and Beasley. Turn 1 action. Bubs out front. Going to bring him out of the Brickyard down the 2nd straightaway. This number 11 bike out front. Jonathan Dubs leading the way. Let's boogie! In the 2nd position, Beasley in the 3. Andrea Craig with the best looking bike out there on the 4th spot. Down the last straightaway. Hey, man, if you're not going to be fast, you better look good. Down the last straightaway we go. Van Dusen's going to get the round win. Williams going to get the 2. It's going to be Beasley in on the 3 and Craig in on the 4. All right, let me get my moto sheet set. Just a second gate starter. Hey, scores. We're going to Pro Round 3. Moto 3C in the gate. Grambo, Kane, Wiley, Francis, and Beeman. Last chance for low points to lock yourself into the main event and race for thousands of dollars. Right here, right now. 3rd and final round. Woo, gate is down. Beeman's got that first move, but Carly's got the 2nd and 3rd pedals. They pull even into turn number 1. Kane on the inside line, Beeman on the outside. Beeman gonna slide back to the 2. Kane on the 3. They're still side by side down the 2nd straightaway. They're giving each other the business out there on the track. They're laughing, having a great time. But it's about to get super serious after this final turn down the last straightaway. Kane, Beeman, 1 and 2. Wiley in the money spot on the 3 at the line. Kane going to get the win. Beeman on the 2. Wiley for the 3. Grambo in on the 4. And Mary Francis for the 5. 2nd rack of women's looking for the low points on the day. Huggins, Kelly, Van Dusen, Ridenour. Look at that. Custom sweat gate selections.
You forgot to say
Locked and loaded and ready to go. Last chance for some low points to set yourself up for the main event. It's not just about making it in. You want to get low points going in, so you got the gate transfer selections around turn 1. Peanut is Ridenour down the 2nd straightaway. Chase Bicycles out front. Everybody on the chase. Mila Kelly in the 2nd position. Mama Hugs on the 3. Mama Bear Van Dusen is racing the Pro-Am and having the best time of her freaking life. Down the last straightaway. Ridenour is going to get the win. Going to be... it's going to be... Where did I go? Mia Kelly for the 2. It's going to be Huggins on the 3. Van Dusen for the 4. Lots. Over 10,000. Yeah, total purse. All right. 3rd and final round for the men's. Rumberg, Samula, Cardwell, Owens, and Garcia. Are we missing one? Samula, come on, Andy. Come on, the Snow Dog. Yeah, get your money's worth. You paid to participate. You need to do all those laps because you could be like, hey, man, I gave them pros all they wanted. They didn't want none of me. Andy's like, I don't know about this whole timing thing. All right, there we go. We got all 5 riders. You got to earn your points. Rumberg, Samula, Cardwell, Owens, Garcia. Gate is down, low points up for grabs. First straightaway action, gate selections going. Oh, we got a foot down into turn number 1. Can I get it? Let's go. Down to second straightaway. 14 bike on the getaway. Going to be the 93 of Garcia in there for the 2. Cardwell leading them as they go through the section. Going to be Owens in there on that 3 spot down the last straightaway. Cardwell is going to get the round win and the low points. Garcia in there for the 2. Owens going to be Rumberg and Samula. Next rack of the men's, Huggins, Fooster, Monothus, Clark, and Barry. Gate is down. Boogie Clark got that inside draw. Can he do something with it down the first straightaway? Boogie going inside, outside. Oh, Fooster's going to go foot down from the outhouse to third place. Down the third straightaway. Fooster. Oh, we lost. We lost J-Dub down the second straightaway. There goes the T-Rex. The T-Rex out front leading the way down the last straightaway. T-Rex going to take them down the last straightaway to the line. Going to be T-Rex. Going to be Boogie in on the 2. Fooster in for the 3. Barry in the mix there. I think Barry was 3 or 4. J-Dub. Give a big round of applause to J-Dub. He had to get down. He got back up. J-Dub's going to get up and ride it off. He's hoping that 5 doesn't hurt him too much for the transfer. Last rack of the men's. Conde, Van Dusen, Samula, Fisher, and Dawson. We're missing one. I think Samula just ran his intermediate just like a couple of minutes ago. Value experience here today. Out the gate they come down the first straightaway. Black Crown colors with the advantage. Once again, looking for those low points for the gate picks in this all-important semi. Nikki D out front on the getaway. Going to be Van Dusen in on the 2. The 138 by Conde in on the 3. Samula up into that 4 spot as they roll for home down the last straightaway. Nikki D. Shoo! Nick Dawson going to get the round win. Going to be Van Dusen, Conde, and Samula. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last rack of the men's going to the semi-main events. Staztski, Bucardo, Higgins, Dirks, and Ciso. Gate is down. Oh, Bucardo, Staztski side by side, first straightaway. A little bit of preview for later on this afternoon. Out of turn 1, Shibby out front. He's going to bring Staztski with him on the 2. The 197 of Ciso on the 3 spot. He's got Higgins in the 4, looking for low points to try to make the semi-main event around the final turn down the last straightaway. It's all Shibby. Here comes Staztski. Staztski, Shibby, Ciso, Higgins. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Shoo! Semi-main events. 235 men's Semi-main events at 2:35. We're going to run you on a 15-ish minute. Back to your regularly scheduled program, Moto number 28. Pros, again, we're going to go at like 2:35 plus or minus a couple of minutes there. So be ready at 2:35. It's 15 minutes. We'll give you a few extra just to get completely organized. But just given the timing of everything else, we won't go the full 30 before the semis. And then we'll run the main at about 20 minutes after the semis. So women's main event is probably looking at like at about 3 o'clock for planning. So women's main event looks like about 3 o'clock. Men's semis will do around 2:40, 2:35, and then the mains at 2:40. Or no, after that. I got that wrong. 2:40 for the semis, 3 o'clock for the mains. There you go. 14 and under shootouts will be right after the second round here. So we're on Moto 28. We'll go to Moto 33, 32. We go to Moto 32. We'll take a couple of minutes, and then we'll do our flat pedal shootouts during that main break. All right. Everybody following along? Perfect. Scorers are ready? Yep, we're all ready. Moto 28, 12-year-old experts locked and loaded in the gate. Hawk Lopchik, Castro, and Castro. Gate is down. Here we go. Second round racing action. The Ninja is going to get the early hole shot down the first straightaway into turn number 1. Hawk Lopchik, the Daylight Bicycle crew out front. Going to bring him down the second straightaway. Dylan out front on the 1. Going to be the 21 bike of Valentino, followed by Mateus in the third position. So it's going to go Dylan, Valentino, and Mateus. 1, 2, and 3. Down the last straightaway. Dylan making quick work of it. Yellow shoes for the win. Dylan with the round win. Castro going to go 2 and 3. Motor number 29 in the gate. 13-year-old experts. Smith, Owens, Gardner, and Heupel. Kate is down. Oh, a squirrel. Down the first straightaway. Got a little squirrel E. The pooper. Hurley Smith. Looks like he's going to bring the whole shot down the second straightaway. Smith out front on the 1. Heupel now trying to go around on the outside, a long way around to the 39 bike. Actually, that was Gardner up there to that 2 spot. Heupel now up to the 1. Gardner sliding back to the 2. Owens and Smith giving chase 3 and 4. Down the last straightaway. Heupel's going to get the round win. And it's going to be Gardner for the 2, I think. Maybe not. I'm here for entertainment purposes. 15-year-old experts in the gate. Motor number 30. Weatherspoon, Smith, and Francis. Second straight away we go out front. The Hyundai bike. John Francis leading the way on the 1. Going to be Powers BMX colors in the second spot. That's Elijah Witherspoon on the 2. Going to be Smith in that third spot down the last straightaway. Francis in for the round win. Weatherspoon for the 2. Smith on the 3. Motor number 31, 46 to 45-year-old experts, Huggins, Weatherspoon, and Alum. Turn 1 action, couple of Vega colors out front. Huggy Bear leading the way. Disco Dave showing you how to get rad and go fast simultaneously. Third straightaway action. Alum on the 2. The Rev in his hip pocket. The Rev's going to take him high-low. They're going to go side by side. Mono down the last straightaway. Huggy Bear going to take the win. Going to be Alum in there for the 2. Weatherspoon on the 3. Second verse, same as the first. Last rack of the second round. Heupel. Gone. Just gone. Just sent him out of the cannon. Heupel. Going to bring him out at turn number 1 down the second straightaway. The Heupel for the people. Out front, Richmond, BMX colors showing the way. It is all Heupel and everybody else. Higgins and Mertens, 2 and 3 as they roll through the section out of the final turn. Heupel's going to get the round win. Going to go Higgins in there for the 2. Going to be Mertens in there for the 3. That'll do it for round number 2 of racing. Again, men's semi, we'll do like 240. Let's call it 240, just given everything else going on. 240 for the men's semis. And that puts the pro main event about 3 o'clock. All right. Well, we're ready. We are ready. It's the 14 and under flat pedal shootout. Litton, Smith, and Huggins. 1 lap, no crap, winner take all. Here we go. Gate is down. Here we go. Oh, it is a battle brewing down the first straightaway. Bina Litton on the inside. Tula Smith on the outside. Big wheels keep on rolling. Tula Smith got the whole shot. Going to bring him down the second straightaway. It's Tula Smith. It's Bina Litton. It's Sonic out there with the big girls getting rad and going fast around turn 2. Tula Smith on the point. Oh, big bunk by Bina. Going to lose the spot to turn 2. Huggins going for it down the last straightaway. Tula Smith is going to get the win. $20 to the winner, Tula Smith. Shoo! Oh, man, next rack up. 7 riders. I'm looking for one more. Mateus Castro, lane 5. He's out? Okay. All right. What? Pagic, Huggins, Van Dusen, Staley, Castro, Martin. Gate is down. Oh, man, look at the grasshopper. He is on a mission. He's about ripped the handlebars off down the first straightaway. Huggins is going to get the whole shot. Down the second straightaway, Van Dusen giving chase on the 2 spot. But it's all the grasshopper. 21 bike in that second position. That's going to be Castro. He's the first loser. Winner take all. The grasshopper down the last straightaway. Hop, hop, hoppity, hop, hop. Grasshopper is going to take the... Wow! Oh, he went for the push and almost looped out over the finish line, but give it to my man, Zio Huggins, for the win. Shoo! All right, last rack of the 14 and under shootout. Weatherspoon, Heupel, Gardner, Owens, Rowe, and Twitty. Gate is down. Flat pedals for the win. Down the first straightaway. Donovan, squall. Heupel out like he stole it. Down the second straightaway. Heupel for the people down into turn number 2. Richmond BMX colors out front. The 32 bike trying to make an effort of it. Weatherspoon on the second spot down the third straightaway, but it's all Heupel to the line. Heupel, Donovan Heupel is going to get the win, and the $30 for the race win in the 14 and under shootout. Semi number 1 in the flat pedal Pro-Am here at Richmond BMX. First gate pick, Nikki Dawson. Second gate pick, Anthony Bucardo. Third gate pick, the T-Rex, Tyree Huggins. Fourth gate pick, Mika Owens. Your fifth gate pick, Justin Fooster, the Turbo Booster. Gate number 6 selection, Juan Trito Condon. Seventh gate pick, the BM Mexican Marshall Higgins. And your 8th gate pick in round number 1 semi is going to be J-Dub for Richmond BMX. Everybody hold tight just for a second. Hang on. We got to make sure. Yeah, we got to get all the properness. All right. Here we go. I'm going to get over into my safety place. White line is your friend. All right, here we go. Semi-main event. Number 1. Top 4 to the main event in the Flat Pedal Pro-Am 2026. Shoo-wee, gate is down. Shibby decided to lock on in, says, come on, fellas, I'm going to take you for a high lap around the BMX track. Oh, no. There goes the T-Rex down for the count. Out of turn 2, Shibby out on the 1. Staztski in there for the 2. Owens on that 3 spot. Fooster's in the final transfer position down the last straightaway. Justin Fooster makes the main event. Higgins with the heartbreak finishes 5th in the main. $50 goes to Higgins for 5th in the main event. Big round of applause. Tyree Huggins was the 3rd qualifier in here. Had nowhere to go, ran out of room. J-Dub's finishing up strong. Tyree's going to finish up strong. He's going to be back in the mix next year. You mark my words. All right, second rack, Pro-Am semi-main event. First pick, Gavin Staztski. Second pick, Nolan Cardwell. Your third pick and former champion, Ruben Garcia. 4th lane pick is going to be Wesley Clark. 5th pick is Jean-Gassel Ciso. 6th pick, Jonathan Van Dusen. 7th pick, CJ Rumberg. And your 8th and final pick making it into the semi-main events, Patrick Berry. Semi-main event number 2. Gates down. Oh, got the 55 on the inside. That's going to be Cardwell. Going to bring him down to first, but moving into the lead position now, bringing him down the second straightaway. The 14 by Cardwell out front. Staztski on the 2 around turn number 2. The 93, the former champ, in the 3 spot. Boogie Clark on the 4. So it's going to be Cardwell. Staztski blows the transmission. Can he hang on? Oh, my God! Wow! Wow. Staztski is going to need some new equipment, but he is going to make the transfer to the main event. Holy smokes, Staztski, Cardwell, Garcia, and Clark. Hey, why do you guys run a flat pedal Pro-Am? Duh. Wow, that was bonkers. Are you crazy? Jeez, OP, Staztski, Cardwell, Garcia, and Clark all going on to the main event here today. Woo! Starting it off with 15-16 Ladies Cruiser here in the main events. Woo. Main events are posted. Here are your main event draws on the women's side. Number 1 pick, Payton Ridenour. Second pick, Carly Kane. Third pick, Elida Beeman. 4th pick, Mila Kelly. 5th pick, Mama Hugs. 6th pick, Freckles. 7th pick, Mama Bear's in the main event, and Caddy Grambo too. Come on. Heck yeah. The men's main event looks like this. Here's your gate picks. Nolan Cardwell, Anthony Bucardo. 3rd pick, Nikki Dawson. 4th pick, Ruben Garcia. 5th pick, Wesley Clark. 6th pick, Mika Owen. 7th pick, Gavin, I don't need pedals, Staztski. And your 8th and final pick to the main event, Justin Fuster. Okay. The rider order is the gate pick order. Don't ask me. Race manager does it. If you have a question, bring it up with USA BMX. Okay. Main event time. Here we go. Where's my sheet? Where am I at? Moto number 9. Locked and loaded in the gate. Ready to go. Scorers are back in position and ready to go. The rest of our volunteers are ready. Riders are ready. The Pro-Ams, yes. Selection. We are ready to go. Main events. We can go normal pace. Motor number 9, 15-16 girls cruisers, 3rd and final round of total points race in action. Wiley, Huggins, and Smith. Out of turn number 1, Lorna Wiley in conservation mode and still out front. Lorna on the 1 spot. She's got a Pro-Am main event to run here in about 20 minutes. Going to lead him through the section. Tanae Huggins put some money in her pocket. She's all excited. Or no, she didn't. Today finished 2nd. The one out there in 2nd place, Tula Smith, is the one who put the money in the pocket. Come on. Lorna's going to get the round win. Tula's going to get the 2nd spot. And Huggins on the 3. Motor number 10, 21-30, ladies cruisers. Francis, Van Dusen, Shelton, and Craig. Gate is down. Oh, man, you can just feel the humidity soaking into your pores on an afternoon in the RVA. Shoo! A few sprinkles, you know, just to keep you fresh. Julian Shelton keeping it fresh down the 2nd straightaway. Going to be the 10 bike of Mary Francis in that 2nd spot. Mama Bear made the main event in the Pro-Am. Come on now. Andre Craig in the 4th spot as they come around turn number 2. Down the last straightaway, Shelton's going to get the round and the overall win here today. Mary Francis on the 2, Van Dusen, and Craig 3 and 4. Motor number 11, 9-year-old cruisers, Hackett, Pritt, and Pagic. Moto number 11 coming down the hill, 3rd and final time of total points race in Hackett, Pritt, and Pagic. Pritt with 2 wins on today, looking for a clean sweep here today on the Brickyard down the 2nd straightaway. Pritt's going to bring him back at you down into turn number 2. Going to be the Daredevil Remy Pagic in the 2nd spot. He's got Jackson Hackett grinning ear to ear, sitting in his back pocket as they roll through the section into the final turn. Down the last straightaway, Pritt going to get the win, and the overall going to be Pagic for the 2, Hackett. And on the 3, 12 cruisers in the gate. Motor number 12, Lopchick, Martin, Huggins, Staley, and Jones. Gates down for straightaway. Oh, the Grasshopper trying to give Dylan the business. Down into turn number 1. White line shopping. Both of them go into turn 1. Dylan's going to get the advantage. Oh, the Grasshopper showing you he's got a hops. The little extra lander to manual there. to go along with it. Radley Martin in on the 3, going to be Staley on the 4 as they come around turn 2. Down the last straightaway. Yellow shoes are for winners. Down to the line. Oplogic going to get the win. Going to be the Grasshopper in on the 2. Martin for the 3. Staley and Jones. Motor 13-15 Cruisers. Francis, Huggins, Samula, and Rowe. First straightaway action. T-Rex, Francis, Samula, and Hot Sauce Rowe. T-Rex going to bring him down the second straightaway out on a warm-up lap for the main event here today around turn number 2, 39 bike. John Francis in the second position. Going to be Nicholas Samula in for the 3. Hot Sauce Rowe on that 4 spot. Down the last straightaway, going to be Higgins in for the win. Going to be Francis, Samula, Hot Sauce Rowe, 3 and 4. 1720 Cruisers in the gate. Another Samula, Francis, and Rumberg. Gate is down. Rumberg. Going to bring him down to first straightaway action. Tommy Francis giving chase on the 2. Andy Samula in the 3rd spot. Second straightaway action. Squeaks out front on the 1. CJ Rumberg bringing him around turn number 2. Tommy Francis giving chase in the 2 spot. Andy Samula and the 3 as they roll down the last straightaway. Squeaks is going to get the round win. And the overall here today, Francis on the 2, Samula for the 3. 56 to 60-year-old Cruisers, motor number 15, Beasley, Taylor, Luck, Smith, Higgins, Buchanan, Mertens. Gate is down. Bart Taylor looking for the hole shot. He's feeling froggy. Taylor is going to bring him into turn number 1. He's going to get the hole shot. Here goes Woody Smith. Looking for the high-low, going down the second straightaway, side by side with the real Bart Taylor. Taylor giving instructions on the track as they roll through the section. Buchanan in the 3rd spot. Mertens on the 4. Arthur Luck on the BMX track. He's going to do a 360 while everybody else is trying to go fast. He's going to get bad for you on the track. Smith is going to get the win and the overall here today. Taylor in for the 2. That was Buchanan on the 3. Art freaking Luck does a 360 on the BMX track and keeps on going for all the Zadoran fans. Smith takes the win home back to the left coast from the right coast here today. Moto 18 in the gate. Moto 16 in the gate. Colt, Jensen, Oliver, and Wallace. Look straight, look straight. Just put blinders on them, you know. Just run some horse blinders. That'll be fine. 500 novices are on the track. Here we go. Everybody's popping wheelies down the first straightaway. Cold King, Jensen Haggett, Oliver Fornoff, and Wallace Whitcomb. Third and final round. Total points racing for the 5 and under novices down the second straightaway. We are rolling. Oliver out front once again. He has not missed an opportunity to pop wheelies every chance he's gotten. He's catching air everywhere. The 104 bike's on a heater, though. Cole Hackett looking on the inside for the pass around Whitcomb, but can't make it work. It's going to be Fornoff leading them into the Geo turn. Battle is tightening it up on that second and third spot between Hackett and Whitcomb down the last straightaway. Wallace hanging on to it. Jensen's trying to chase him down. Cole trying to get him at the line. Going to be Oliver taking the win and the overall. Wallace in there for that too. Cole Hackett and Colt King, the birthday boy. Moto 17, 10-year-old novices, Thayer, Thurston, Lemon, Bargloff, and Burton. Third and final round, total points, race in action. All Lululemon looking for a clean sheet, but theirs is not so fast, my friend. Out of turn number one. Thayer is going to get the hole shot, bring him down the second straightaway. It's Thayer, Lemon, 1 and 2. 369, good times Burton on the 3 spot as they go through the section into the final turn. Oh, Thayer lost the front wheel. He's going to go down. He's looking to hop right back up. He says, hold on a second. I'm going to make sure I got all my bits and pieces here. Thayer is going to get back up. It's going to be Lemon for the win here. He's going to take advantage of that disadvantage for Thayer. Burton in there for the 2. Going to be Bargeloff and Thurston 3 and 4. We're going to check out our down rider, Mr. Benjamin Thayer. He'll be right as rain. He just needs to shake it off for a second. He'll be just fine. Moto 18 in the gate, 14-year-old novices, Banks, Litton, Green, and Malcolm, Mustafa, Arden. Andrew, that's more like it. Out of the Brickyard down the second straightaway. Beeman Litton out front on the 1. Going to be the 517 bike in the second position. Malcolm Mustafa Ardent in the 3. And going to be Max Green on the 4. As we roll through the section into the final turn down the last straightaway. Beeman Litton going to get the win and the overall. Going to be Banks in there for the 2. Green. And Malcolm in there for the 4. Motor number 19. Kersey, Lee, Barry, Van Dusen, Litton, Samula, and Green. 1720 novice total points racing around turn 1. Samula out front. Showing the way down the second straightaway. Going to be Green in there for the 2. Litton on the 3. 13 bike of Van Dusen on the 4. Kersey, Lee, and Barry 5 and 6. But it's all Nick Samula. Whoa! We lost a couple of riders in the rhythm section. Couple of teammates. Oh, my goodness. Getting tangled up through the section. Going to check on Road Rash. Litton and Brian Green got tangled up through the section. Checking on Dixon there. Making sure all of his parts and pieces are good. All right, we're going to give Mr. Litton a whole bunch of BMX healing vibes. Hopefully it's a sprain and nothing more than that, but you know, you never can tell. You got to take extra precautions. All right, moto number 20, 56 and over novice. Main event's coming up after this rack. 56 and over novice is in the gate. Moto number 20, Taylor, Buchanan, Antonov, and Samula. Gate is down. Motor number 20 on the track. Oh, Samula looking frisky on the outside. He's got the gas and the go fast into turn number 1. It's going to be Samula out front out of turn number 1. He's going to bring Ben Buchanan along with him in the second spot. But it's all Samula here into turn number 2. The 102 bike, Glenn Taylor, in the third position. And Igor on the 4 as they roll through the section into the Geo turn, down the last straightaway. Samula going to get the win and the overall here today. Going to be Taylor, Buchanan, Taylor, and Antonov, 2, 3, and 4. All right, here we go. Hold on. Main events. Here you go. Payton, Ridenour, Carly, Kane, Elida Beeman, Mila Kelly, Nathandra Huggins, Lorna Wiley, Mama Bear Van Dusen, and Katie Grambo. Main event Flat Pedal 2026, brought to you by Pedaling Innovations and Huffy Bicycles. Gate is down. Oh, stepped right off the pedal, goes right now. She's going to play from behind. Carly Kane's got the snap. Huffy Bicycles into turn number one. It's Kane on the one spot. Beeman, the back-to-back champion in the two. Here comes Ridenour on the three. Mila Kelly in the four spot. Lorna Wiley on the five. Nathandra Huggins in the six. Out of turn three. Down the last straightaway. Carly Kane, Huffy Bicycles to the win. Woo! Beeman for the two, Ridenour for the three, Kelly on the four. Gonna be Freckles on the five. Whoa. All right, hold on. I gotta catch my breath and take another deep breath because here we go with the men's 2026 Flat Pedal Pro-Am main event. Nolan Cardwell, Anthony Bucardo, Nick Dawson, Ruben Garcia, Wesley Clark, Mika Owens, Gavin I Don't Need Pedals Staztski, and Justin Fooster. Gate down first straight. Oh, Staztski with the pedals. Nolan blows off of the transmission into turn one. Garcia takes a peek on the inside. There goes somebody offline. That's Boogie out front. Staztski, Bucardo, Garcia, Nikki Dawson down the last straightaway. Staztski stays on the pedals and takes the win. Wow, Bucardo for the two, Garcia on the three, Nick Dawson on the four. Boogie took a detour, which did not pan out. Wow, are you not entertained? Dadgummit. Shoo! Pro Podium's coming up after the main events here. We're going to start off in Moto 21 in just a minute. I want it on the first, out there where it normally is. Where we put it out there. But just put it in the grass for right now. Yeah, get some strong guys to do it for you. Shoo-wee, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. That was a heater. Holy smokes. My goodness, my goodness. Staztski comes back from near disaster in the semis to take the win. Bucardo in there for the two. Ruben Garcia, a couple of former champs, back onto the podium. Nick Dawson just barely missing the podium. Man, oh man, that dude's been here like 7 times. And he just missed the podium in that 4th spot. Owens and Fooster and Clark are going to round out all. Jack's living up to the name right there. Red Riley Waugh showing you that big old manual skill on the 2 spot. Weatherspoon for the 3. Motor number 23 in the gate. 9-year-old intermediates. Clark, Antonov, Martin, Finley, Pagic, and Weatherspoon. First straightaway racing action. Oh, looks like the Daredevil. Pagic on the inside line, going to bring the whole crew along with him down the second straightaway. Pagic out front on the 1. Everybody else giving chase down the second straightaway. Pagic on the 1, the 78 by Finley in that second spot, trying to hang on to it as they come around the Geo turn. Pagic on the 1, Finley, and the 78 by 108 and the 78, 203. Finley on the 3, going to be the Freakachu in there for the 4, Weatherspoon and Clark. Going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. I got them all. Yep. Motor number 24, 11-year-old intermediates, Van Dusen, Jones, and Pritt. Turn 1 action. Whoop.
Write down the times if you need it.
We don't need it anymore. Out of turn 2, they go. Pritt out front. Pritt on the 1. Jones, Van Dusen. 2 and 3 down the last straightaway. Going to be Pritt with the win, and the overall going to be Jones in there for the 2. Going to be Van Dusen on the 3. 25 is the motor number. 13-year-old intermediates is the age group. Parfit, Twitty, Staley, and Martin. Gate drops, 3rd and final round. Parfit looking to go clean sweeping. Down the first straightaway, Twitty, Staley, and Martin all like to have something to say about that one as we go. Whoa! Going off-road in a big way. There goes Twitty. Off track, on track. It's all good. Down the 3rd straightaway. Twitty's going to get it rolling back again. Takes a little adventure off course. Around the final turn, it's going to be Parfit out front on the 1. Parfit, here comes company. Radley Martin on the charge for the 2. Staley charging at him. He's going to finish on the 3. Twitty with that mistake on the 2nd straightaway slides back to the 4. Whew. Moto number 26, 17-year-old intermediates. Fisher, Shelton, Poffenbarger, and Dyer. Turn 1 action. All the hooligan crew out front, taking the whole shot. Going to bring them down the 2nd straightaway. 46 machine of Fisher in that 2nd position, but it's all Jillian Shelton out front. Poffenbarger and Dyer, 3s and 4s. Dyer in the 3, Poffenbarger in the 4. Shelton with the advantage down the last straightaway. Jillian Shelton's going to get the win. Going to be Fisher in for the 2. Dyer and the Poff, 3 and 4. Moto number 27, 46, the 50-year-old intermediates. Van Dusen, Williams, Craig, and Beasley, 3rd and final round. Oh, man, Get Boogie is all about it down the 1st straightaway. But it's going to be Van Dusen. Bub's going to get the whole shot and bring him back down the 2nd straightaway at me. Double digit. The 11 bike out front. El Jefe in the 2nd position. Beasley on the 3. Andrea Craig having her best day, because she's riding the BMX bike, so it's always the best day. Down the last straightaway, Bub's going to get the win in the overall. Les Booger going to bring it in on the 2. Pork chop for the 3. Andrea Craig on the 4. 28 is the motor number. 12-year-old experts in the gate. Dylan, Mateus, and Valentino going to go total points racing for the 3rd and final time here today at Richmond BMX. The Ninja, nothing sneaky about that. He just took over the whole shot and is gone down the 2nd straightaway. Oklopchik out front on the 1. Going to be Castro and Castro, 2 and 3. Going to go Iceman, Sandman, I guess. Looks what it looks like. So it's going to be the Ninja, the Iceman, and the Sandman. 1, 2, and 3. Nicknames all abound. Moto number 29, 13-year-old experts, Smith, Owens, Gardner, and Heupel. Who are we missing? Pooper. Where's the Pooper? Hurley Smith, the Pooper. I mean, if you put that as your nickname, I'm going to lean on it. He might be in the Porta-John, the Pooper. Anybody know where the Pooper is? Or is he pooped? Maybe he's pooped. He's just done. He's tired. Anybody? Last call. Hurley. Oh, he had to go. All right. He had an appointment. Owens, Gardner, and Heupel. Gate is down, third and final round. Total points racing action. That dude turns 15 for next year. Guess what? Squirrel. No, he's not. He's only 13 still. What? Squirrel. Down the second straightaway. Heupel out front on the one spot. Doing it for the Richmond crew. 39 bike. Got all the go fast and the get rad. Gavin Gardner. G squared. Kind of like G3, but he's just squared. G3 is cubed. That one's squared. Down the last straightaway. Heupel's going to get the round and the overall win. Going to be Gardner in for the 2. Owens on the 3 for the date. 30 is the motor number. 15-year-old experts is the age group. Weatherspoon, Smith, and Francis, third and final time around the BMX track here today. And to turn one we go. What's that, John Francis out there out front, getting fast and going down the BMX track, really good and fast and jumping fun and doing a kickstand. That's Weatherspoon with the kickstand on the second straightaway. 32 bike sliding into that 2 spot. Smith in there on the 3, but it's all John Francis. John Francis out front on the 1. They're tied in points, by the way, down the last straightaway. This is for all the marbles, as they would say. For the win on the day, it's going to be John Francis going to take the win and the overall. Going to be Weatherspoon in there for the 2 and Smith on the 3. Moto 31, 46 to 50-year-old experts. Huggy Bear, The Rev, Disco Dave. Aren't you guys a little old to be having nicknames? Just saying. Huggy Bear out for the whole shot. He's going to bring him around turn number 1. Team Vega going 1 and 2. Powers Bike Shop colors. Hanging on there on the 2 spot. The Rev in the second position, trying to find somewhere to go. Dave Disco Stu Elm not giving him very many options. Down the last straightaway, Huggy Bear still pedal manualing in all the wrong places, but he makes it work to the line. Huggy Bear going to get the win. Elm on the 2. The Rev in there for the 2. Last rack of the day here today. Till tomorrow. We're going to race again tomorrow. By the way, they're still racing on the calendar for tomorrow, and there's spots open for the clinic. Carly Kane, your Pro-Am winner, is going to be here tomorrow, teaching you how to go fast on flat pedals. Payton Ridenour is going to be here. Ridenour is going to be here too. Going to show you how to go fast on your pedals and stay on the pedals. Down the second straightaway, Chris Heupel, he doesn't have to worry about staying on the pedals because he's got those clicky-clack shoes. He's out front on the 1. Merton's on the 2. He's been riding BMX longer than you knew it existed. In the second spot, Bud Higgins, Papa Rocket in the 3rd spot. Down the last straightaway, 1, 2, and 3. That's how they're going to finish. That'll be the end of the day here today. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. We're going to have the Pro Podium here in just a couple of minutes. We got to get the checks written and ready to go. But we're going to have the Pro Podium coming up here in just a couple of minutes, so stay tuned for that.